for Science 1110, Fall 2022, Exam 1 lecture review. All right, so the question exam is going to be 55 multiple choice questions. You'll have 90 minutes and you will have 2 attempts where you'll get your score after each attempt, your overall score, and the best score is what you'll be recording. So that's the exam. It'll be open. Check the date on that. I believe it's September 12th for that. But I'll go over the topics, the kind of questions will be going from there. So, right. So let me know if you have any questions. It's strictly online and it's not proctored. So what I'll cover are topics of measurement, like units, like how we measure units, meters, seconds, kilograms, and such, standard units, significant figures, such as, if you look at the lecture, the number 30 as one significant figure, the number 30.04 as 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number 0.0004 as 1, because leading zeros don't, in a number less than 1, leading zeros don't count. In a number greater than 1, the trailing zeros don't count unless you have a decimal point. So this would be 30.0 would be 3, because in this case you're implying accuracy of greater than that. So that's part of the lectures. I'll get into those as far as what topics. The lecture handouts, there's 4 of them for the exam. If you look on the lecture handouts, and this is as far as that's concerned. All right, number 3, scientific notation. So like the number 32500, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 3.25 times 10 to the 5th. And, and if you go the other way around, 0.0004, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4 times 10 to the minus 4th. All right, so scientific notation. Also prefixes, such as milli, like millimeter is 10 to the minus 3rd. Micrometer is 10 to the minus 6th. Nanometer is 10 to the minus 9th. And then we go the other way around. Kilo, mega, and so on. All right. Topics from the videos will be covered, such as a medieval siege or such. So those are the basic parts to start with. We'll also have motion, and this includes position, velocity, and acceleration. All right. We'll also have graphs. If you look at the lectures, look at the lecture handouts, position versus time graph. right? Position versus time. Slope is a velocity. For velocity versus time graph, the slope is the acceleration, right? And look at those, and that's also dealt with in the lab handout as far as that's concerned, all right? So, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So, we also have Newton's laws. So there's 3 laws of motion, right? Inertia, F equals ma. Right? Again, you'll see this in the lab handout, and action, reaction, and then the final one is gravity. And the force of gravity goes as G M over R squared. So it goes as the square of the distance away. So that's covered in the lecture handouts as far as that's concerned. All right. Then we also have kinetic energy. All right, you'll see this. Kinetic energy is given by 1/2 mv squared, where v is the square of the speed, m is the mass, and the kinetic energy is in joules, named after famous scientist James Joule. And then finally we have work and energy. So we have potential energy is mgh, where m is the mass, g is the force of gravity, which is g is 9.8 meters per second squared, and h is the height the object is raised. This is in joules. And then, so that's what we call work. And this is in joules. And power, which is work done over time, which is a joule per second, which is a unit of watt. So those are the basic components for the exam 1. All right. Now, as far as actual assignments that go with this, all right. So for the assignments that go with this, we have lectures. If you look on the lecture handouts, lectures 1 through 4, and there's also some review quiz questions that go with that, along with the answers. Chapters 1 and 2 web quizzes. Lab 1. And 2. And videos 1, 1A, 2, and 3. So let me check real quick here. So labs 1, 2, and 3 are that. Lab 1 is on measurement, 2 is on motion, and 3 is on kinetic energy. So these are the topics that will be covered. These are the assignments that will be used for the basis of exam 1. So if you have any other questions, feel free to text me or email me, and have a good day.